Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel Godless Recovery. My name's Aaron, and I'm an alcoholic. Fortunately, I'm not a drunk anymore. Been sober now for 3 years, 8 months, and 27 days, but who's counting? I'm also an atheist. If you've ever had to struggle with drugs or alcohol, you've probably come across a 12-step program of one kind or another. They are certainly the most abundant, prevalent, affordable, and ubiquitous programs out there for sobriety. And although it may have many shortcomings, it is still the most accessible way for a person in a bad situation to at least start the process of getting sober. I know that for me personally, had I not let go and been willing to take part in that program, I would not have gotten sober. That being said, I was then and am now an atheist. Although the 12-step program itself does not in any way require a particular belief in any monotheistic or polytheistic deity or deities, God, a higher power, spiritual awakening, these are all terms that you'll come across very frequently inside of the program. And if you're not a believer, it can be difficult to reconcile that with your own personal journey towards sobriety. I know that for me personally, one of the biggest struggles I had with getting sober was finding a way to connect myself with the program in spite of having no particular spiritual or religious affiliations or beliefs. Through that, although I kept myself open to the possibility of coming to believe in a God of some sort or another, just like believing in the Tooth Fairy or Santa Claus, you cannot force yourself to believe in something that you do not believe in. You can proclaim your belief in something you do not believe in, but belief in and of itself is not a process which can change by force. I've seen a good number of people try and involve themselves in a 12-step program to get sober and end up abandoning it due to an inability to find whatever God may or may not be out there. Granted, this isn't a universal, but it is frequent enough that I believe speaking out about how a person can become sober without God can be a valuable message to be able to give to those around me who are struggling with the same problem I struggled with. So through the next couple of videos, I'd like to touch on how the AA program approaches God, spirituality, the higher power, as it were, what role that plays inside of the 12-step program, and why it is not necessary for one to have God in their life to be sober, regardless of what you may hear from people in the program. Now, I'm not here to shit on anyone's beliefs or to say that my opinions on the matter are more valid than others, but I do believe that the 12-step program should be available to anyone who needs it, and that a lack of belief in a God or gods should not preclude them from being able to get help in this program. As I said before, the 12-step programs are the most abundant and affordable opportunities people have to be able to get sober. And if you're at the point where you need to become sober, chances are you don't have a lot of options. You do not have the money, the social support network, or any other ability to be able to achieve long-term sobriety without a program like this. And I hope that through describing my own personal journey, I can give people hope and motivation to not shut down the possibilities available in the 12-step program simply because of the beliefs you do not hold that the 12-step program seems to emphasize. So thank you for looking at the channel. My next video will focus specifically on how bad my drinking had gotten, what got me sober, and what role the 12-step program played in maintaining my sobriety. Because although the 12-step program tries to be inclusive towards non-believers, its way of approaching it can be difficult, particularly if you describe yourself as an atheist. And in spite of their best intentions, often inside of those rooms, calling yourself an atheist can lead to a lot of skepticism towards you and your desire to become sober. Don't let the presumptions of others stop you from finding your own way out. So this has just been a broad overview of what I'd like to do during the next few videos. Hopefully you found it informative. So thank you very much, and I'll see you all next time.